In fact, this is the big news that we're tracking. Army helicopter has crashed at Coonoor district in Tamil Nadu. 3 rescued so far, 3 of them rescued with serious injuries and taken to Wellington base. The search is currently on for the 4th personnel. The CDS was on board the chopper that crashed. CDS Bipin Rawat was on board as well. Absolute tragedy that's now been reported from Coonoor. Army helicopter crash at Coonoor. 3 rescued so far, 3 of them rescued with serious injuries and taken to Wellington base. The search currently on for the 4th personnel. From what we hear, CDS Gen Bipin Rawat also was on board the chopper. Army chopper crashes in Coonoor, Tamil Nadu. Now, the reason for the crash is yet to be known. Let me quickly cut across to Pramod joining us for more. Pramod, what do we know about this Army chopper crash? Who was in that chopper and what really resulted in this crash in Coonoor? We believe one of them still missing.
Well, so far we got in visual confirmation that the crash has occurred in a location called Coonoor in Nilgiris district. This is also close to the Wellington base as well, and rescue personnel have reached the spot and army officials have also reached the spot. As for preliminary information, 3 people have been rescued so far, and search is on for others as well. We're not exactly sure how many people were traveling in that helicopter, because we are also getting information that there were 14 personnel, but we're trying to confirm it so far. 3 have been rescued with serious burn injuries and have been taken to the hospital, and as we speak, the rescue operations is continuing over there. The only trouble is that this is a complete hilly region, and it's extremely difficult for the officials to go over there, but they're trying their best to actually rescue the people at the spot. And the initial reason it's been given is that the entire area is covered in mist, so that is also being investigated currently.
If you could take us through, CDS General Bipin Rawat, we believe, was also on board the chopper when it crashed. Any word on how he's doing? What's his condition like?
We are trying to speak with the officials in Tamil Nadu, especially the army personnel, and so far we haven't got any information on that. We are awaiting for a confirmation from the army personnel in Tamil Nadu, especially about Bipin Rawat.
Right, we do know, Pramod, that it is a very foggy, misty area there. Coonoor, one of the coldest regions in south of India, located in Tamil Nadu, very next attached to Ooty. We well understood that there must be fog and it must have been difficult for the chopper to maneuver. But what was the chopper doing on that area of Coonoor? What exactly was this operation that was being carried out? Was it a test chopper ride, or what was it?
Well, for now, this looks like a sortie, and in that, as we said earlier, there is a Wellington base as well. So regular sorties occur over there, and we also have Sulur base over there, where we have the LCA Tejas as well. So regular sorties occur at the spot, but the mission for this particular sortie has not yet been revealed by the army personnel. We are just waiting for their for them to provide some information. But everyone is actually concentrating on rescuing the personnel at this location, and that's the reason we are not able to reach anyone at this point.
Right. Do we know exactly, Pramod, where has this chopper crashed into? Were there civilians on ground? Was it an area that was populated? Where exactly has this chopper crashed?
This is actually completely hilly spot called as Kaduveti in Coonoor, and this is where the crash has occurred so far. And as we could see, it was a complete. The officials have reached the spot. They have there is burning debris across the place, and they are going around. It's completely filled with trees and bushes. It's becoming extremely difficult for them, but everyone is over there, and they are trying to rescue the people as soon as possible. So far, there is no information about any civilian losing life as such. Officials are there, and they have made sure that people are being rescued as soon as possible.
Right. It looks horrific. In fact, Pramod, we're looking at a blaze, fire raging on in that area where the chopper has crashed. Is the chopper completely burnt down? What's the situation? How bad was this crash? We believe 3 of them have been saved, but they have incurred grave injuries.
It surely is, and that's the kind of shocking and unfortunate part, because we could see the debris actually in various areas, including treetops and things as well, and certain people's bodies are being moved in clothes as well. As we speak, the army personnel are taking the people, rescuing them from that area, and they're moving it. It is an extremely unfortunate incident that has occurred at this spot, and as far as we can see, the chopper seems to be completely burnt out, and the preliminary action currently is to save as much as possible, and that's what the officials over there are trying to do so currently.
Well, Pramod, if you can reiterate, any civilians on ground have been hurt? This is a hilly region, but were there residences around the vicinity?
So far, we have no information about any civilians concurring injury or any kind of this thing so far, because it looks like the chopper has crashed near a hilltop region and the debris has fallen close to settlements. But so far, there is no report of any damage or injury to any civilians so far. We are waiting for further inputs on this matter.
Well, Pramod, I'd still like you to try and delve into whether or not CDS General Bipin Rawat was on board and how is he doing? What have the officials as of now said to you?
Well, we are trying to reach the officials, and they have said all they are trying to currently do is reach the spot and rescue the people, and they are on this matter. But the situation looks extremely grim as far as we could see the visuals over there. The army staffs are not ready to provide any information so far. They just want to rescue people as much as possible and then provide information to us. We specifically asked about General Bipin Rawat being in it, and confirmation we are awaiting on it.
Well, Pramod, we know that three of them who were on that helicopter have been grievously injured. Any word or health update or bulletin that's coming from the Wellington base?
We also got information that there could be at least 14 people who were flying in that chopper as well. So that's what we are waiting for information on this matter. Wellington base is also not yet provided information, but all we know is that the people who are being rescued are taken to the hospitals close by to provide them with immediate attention and treatment.
Right. Stay with us, Pramod. Let me quickly cut across to Shiv Arur joining us from the newsroom. Shiv, really serious case of a chopper crash where it looks like that chopper has gutted down a blaze that's now erupting from that area, the spot where it's crashed. And we believe that 4 people have been rescued. I mean, 3 people out of the 4 have been rescued. One of them still missing. CDS General Bipin Rawat could be on board as well, but no word is yet on how he's doing.
No information just yet. This is a serious story that has taken over our coverage right now, Nabila, and I'm going to take our viewers through what we know so far. We do know that this helicopter, we're not sure of exactly what type. This helicopter went down just a short while ago in Coonoor in Tamil Nadu. This is a hilly region, in the Nilgiris mountains. The Coonoor area is where the Defence Services Staff College is located. Where officers go for a higher courses. In the hills of Tamil Nadu, and this helicopter crashed somewhere near there in Coonoor, near the Coonoor-Wellington area in the Tamil Nadu mountains. The pilots were on board, and we understand that there were 3 senior officers, including the Chief of Defence Staff. Our India Today's Manjeet Negi confirms that Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat was one of the persons on board that helicopter. The condition of the persons on board is not known. The information we're getting from the ground from our reporters so far is that 3 people have been moved injured to a medical facility. One person is still missing in the crash site, and the search is on to actually find that person. The reasons for this crash, how it happened, the circumstances are not known at this point of time, but we do know, as we can see in the images that our viewers have on their screens, that this is a pretty serious crash. It was not a crash landing. You can tell from the images that the